Honestness, is my voice is loud and clear? Done. So let's start the session. So in the last class, we are discussing about the pandas 1D. Okay, that is series. So in today's class, let us complete the 1D series along with the 2D also. Let's complete the both of them. Okay. Now, so first I'm going to import the NumPy. And as we have discussed how to create the pandas 1D series means we can create the panda 1D series by using the list. A list is used to by using a normal list, and that list will be converted to 1D series. Only difference is the values you are going to get instead of the row column wise. The values you are going to get in the column wise. Endim. What is meant by endim is you are going to get the number of dimension as series dimension will be 1. And shape is nothing but number of values comma. For 1D always the shape will be this one only. Okay. Now here what are the shapes are there? Okay. What are the shape? For 0D, what are the 0D is there? The 0D shape of 0D is always empty tuple. It is fixed. For 1D, the shape of 1D is going to be a tuple with one value, where this value is nothing but number of items. Total how many items are there? That many. Number of items in the array. Array or series. What are the array or series? This is nothing but number of items. Or simply to say, number of 0Ds. How many 0Ds are there? Okay. So this is nothing but 1D. So here you are going to get the some kind of 4 comma or 3 comma or something. After that, second value will not be visible. Now for coming to the 2D, for the 2D, we are having the how many number of, okay, number of 1Ds are there, and each 1D, what is the shape? Number of 1Ds. This is nothing but number of 0Ds. Literally, it is equal to number of 0Ds. Whereas 2D is nothing but number of 1D. How many number of 1Ds are there? Shape, each 1D consists of number of values. Number of values in each 1D. Number of values in each 1D. Okay, that is the shape of 2D. Similarly, 3D. 3D shape will be like this, where number of 2Ds, how many number of 2Ds, comma, shape of 2D. What are the shape of 2Ds then? Shape of 2D will be here. 4D. For 4D, number of 3Ds, comma, shape of each 3D. How many, what are the shape of each 3D is there? That one. Shape of 3D. Like that. It is going to continue. For 5D, number of 4Ds, comma, shape of the each 4D. Okay. So here shape of 1D, I mean number of 1Ds and shape of 1D is nothing but 2D shape. Like that it will be there. Okay. Now when we are discussing the 2D na, at the time again we'll discuss. But for 1D, what is the answer miss? Number of 0Ds. And shape of 0D. What is the shape of 0Ds? Empty tuple only na. So that is the reason here it is empty. Second value is empty. As I have told you, first one is number of 1Ds. Second value is shape of that D. So here, first one is number of 0Ds. Now, how many number of 0Ds are there here? Miss 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are there. So 4. What is the shape of each 0D, miss? Each 0D shape is obviously empty. So second value is empty. That is the reason it is 4 comma. Is the point is clear? Now, so here we are having the endim and shape. And similarly, we can create the series. What are the series is there? We can create the series using the 1D array also. We can create the series using the list. We can create the series using the list. And the same time, we are having this we can create the series by using the dictionary. So total 3 options are there: list, dictionary, and array. By using these 3 of them, we can create. Already we have discussed in the last class. Next, coming to the accessing, how to access the data miss. Here we have stopped in the last class. So to access the data, we can apply both the logics of dictionary logic and list logic. What is the difference between the list logic versus dictionary logic? Means variable name in the bracket, you are going to write the key name. This is dictionary logic. Variable name inside the bracket, we are going to write the index number. What the number is there? That number. This is the list logic to extract the single value. Okay, so we can use both of them. Since pandas is a combination of both of them, so we can use the dictionary along with the list. Both of them we can use. Now, here what is the, for example, what is the variable name is? Yes, the variable name is yes. And within the variable name, while executing the integer values, as the end it is going to give the input of 32 or 64. That int of 32 or int of 64, just you can ignore as of now. It will come in the future, we are going to discuss. As of now, not required. Okay, Morley. Just ignore the data type. What are the data type is there? Just ignore this one. Just you 64 or 32 ignore. Only you observe the int. Int means all the values are int type only. If any one of the values float also, it will give here float. Other than int and float, it will, for all the remaining things, it will give the object. That's it. 64, 32, you can ignore. What is this 64 and 32 bit? Just you can ignore. Okay. Now, coming to this first one is here the variable name. What is the variable name is? Yes. Now, inside the S, we are having the values like this: 15, 19, 23, this entire one. From here to here, it was stored inside the S. From here to here, this everything was stored inside the S, along with the index numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to be more simplified, how this pandas series object will be created means your values 15, 19, 23, 24, 37, 42, 46. These are the values. Along with the values, here it will write the key names. What are the keys are there? That is nothing but index name. Key means nothing but index. In pandas, it is called as index. So it will automatically add the index. If you don't give the indexes, then automatically by default, it will take the 0 to what are the number of values are there starting from the 0. It will take automatically if you don't give. Sir, for example, if it is taking automatically 0, 1, 2, what is these numbers are names? Means they are names only. Whatever is visible for you, name only is visible. Never the index number is visible for us. Never it will be visible. Okay, only which is visible is only the names are only visible. Whether it is 0, 1, 2 also, they are names only. A, B, C, D, whatever you have written, they are also names only. Whatever is visible, that is only the names. Here the names are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the names, index name. But index number, which is not visible. Index number is not visible for us. What is the index numbers means? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. These are not visible basically. They will not be visible. Sir, for example, if I don't use this one, okay, if I don't write this index word and if I don't write the new names, automatically 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 visible, no sir. Whatever visible is names only. 0 is the name. Why you are thinking it is as a number? It is a name. Name of the person is 0. What we have to call him? 0 only, na? His name is 0 means what we have to do? 0 only. Okay. So their names. Next. Yes. As Python will accept for creating the unlimited dimensions. That is the reason ND array. ND array. Now, index can be duplicated or not. Now, for example, if I'm writing the indexes, what are the indexes is there? For both of them, if I write the same index can be duplicated, means index can be duplicated. But the problem with the index of duplication problem is here, whenever you are trying to extract A, it will give both the answers. Name of the person can be duplicated, means in this class, name of the person can be duplicated. But what is the problem? For example, if in this class 4 students are there, Pawan, duplicate is available or not available, means available. Students can have the duplicate names, means S. But if I call the Pawan, all the 4 students will be respond. Now, instead of, that is the reason index numbers cannot be duplicated. Index numbers not be duplicated. Only index names can be duplicated. Is the point is clear? Yes. Now here, when you are converting the series from the list, you are having the option to create the index. But the same thing, series, when it is created from the dictionary, then automatically duplicates of index is not possible. So duplicate of index is possible when you are using the list only. When you are trying to do the same thing with the dictionary, it is not possible. Okay. Now, so you are having the object like this. This is the object overall, which in the yes. Now, what I'm extracting is values I'm extracting. I'm not extracting the index name. I'm not extracting the index number. I'm extracting the value. How to extract the value? We are extracting the value, not index number, not the index name. Both of them we are not having the use. We are required only the values. So for example, I want the index position 4. So I'm using the index number. Index number I'm using means automatically I have to use the ilog. If I'm using the index name is I have to use the dot log. Inside the log, you have to write the whatever A, B, C, D to up to G. Inside the ilog, you have to write the numbers, either of positive number or negative number. In the bracket, if you are writing inside the ilog bracket, if you are writing the number means this one. If you want to access using the index name means this one. So here I'm going to write ilog of, ilog means where it will go. Ilog means it will check in the index number, it will check in the index number. In the index number, it will check. In the index number, I'm asking the -5. What is there inside the -5 means 23. The value is there 23. So 23 will be extracted. Okay. And if you ask log, log means what? Name. In the name wise E, what is in the E? 32. So it is going to extract the 37. What are the 37 value is there? This value. 37 value will be extracted. What are the values there? Right? Now single. If you want a single, but I want the multiple. Instead of single, I want multiple. Now, what are the multiple I want means 0, 2, 3, 4, 6. These are the multiple. So, S dot, first tell me, you want index numbers or index names? Index numbers. So, what I have to use? ilog. Single number or multiple numbers? Multiple numbers. Then what we have to use? List of. Single number means directly single number, multiple numbers means list of 0, 2, 3, 4, 6. Then automatically you are going to get the output. So double dot is there. So you are going to get the 15, 23, 24, 37, 46. Okay. So first you have to decide index number, index name. Second, you have to decide one, multiple. That one. Sir, can I combine both of them? Means no, Khichdi is not available. Either that one or this one. Either ilog means ilog, only pure numbers, or you want names means only names. A combination of both of them is not available. You cannot have the both of them. Okay. Yes. Now here, just wait for another few minutes before asking. So I'll explain few examples. Now here it is index. Okay, this numbers. Now, if I go with the names, same thing, I want to go with the names. Then I want to go with the single name or multiple names. My requirement is multiple names. What are the names? What are the names means? I want A, I want B, I want E. These are the multiple names. So I'm going to take here multiple na. Since it is not single, multiple. So I'm going to use the list. Inside the list, I'm going to write the name A. A means it is not normal A na. String A. Okay, comma B, comma E. I'm going to take like this. And I'm going to get the 15, 19 and 37. What are the values are there? Now, next, name wise okay. That too single and multiple list is also okay. Now the point is, I want from 1 to, that is 0 to 6 or 0 to 5. When I want to go with the 0 to 5, from here to here, when I want to go with the 0 to 5, here two options will be there. One is ilog. Inside the ilog, I can use the bracket and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this I can write. When we are having the pattern, then this option is not correct. When we don't have the pattern only, so this one also will give the same output. At the same time, inside the iLock, instead of using single number, instead of using the list of numbers, directly we are going to use the slicing. Sir, when we are using the slicing, again list is required, means not required. For slicing, list is for int, for single number int only, or we are going to use the slicing, or we are going to use the list. 3 of them. Okay, we are not going to combine the list of slicing. List of slicing is not there. Either slicing is there or list of numbers are there or individual int is there. So here we are going to use the slicing operation. What is the slicing? Means 0 to 6. Because I'm applying on the numbers now, -1 logic will be applied. The -1 logic will be applied only for the numbers. Sir, for example, if I'm going the same slicing operation using the names, starting from the, what is the starting? A. What is the ending? Sir, should I take the G? No, you have to take here F only. For the names, -1 will not be applicable. Last one is also included. For the numbers, last one is not included. That is 6 is not included. But for this one, last one is also included. Alphabets, last one is also included. So when you are using the lock, automatically it will be applied. When you are using the iLock, automatically it is not applied. Now, here we are having the one more example. For example, we are having this one also, okay, B. This is B. Now let us give this one as 0. This is 1. Okay, now I have created like this. This is BB01 EFG. Only names are changing. What are the names are there? Let me change the names. That is B. This is also B, 0, 1, E. This is the case. Now, I want to extract the S dot 0. 0 I want to take. Which 0, amma? Number 0 na, name 0 na. Name 0 is this one, 23. Number 0 is 15. In the both of them zeros are there na. Here also 0 is there. Here also 0 is there. Which 0? Lock of 0. Lock means what? Name 0. In the name 0, what is the value? 23. So you are going to get the 23 as the output. If you ask iLock of 0, means number wise 0. In the number wise 0, what is there? 15 is there. So you are going to get the 15. For that one, you are going to get this. And for this one, you are going to get like this. So when the same thing is available also, it will observe the number you are asking, the name you are asking. First point. Second, now when you are having the same index name was repeated, okay, or simply you want to ask the, sir, 0 name, index name 0, but string 0 na, or int 0 na, sir. How you have created the index name here? What is the index name you have given? 0 na, string 0 na. Which one you have given? That one you have to give there. If you have created this one with the string 0, then while calling also you have to give the string 0. If you have created with the int 0, then you have to call with the int 0. The name is int 0. If my name is int 0, how you can call me as a string 0? You have to call me as a int 0 only. If I have told that my name is string 0, automatically you have to call me with the string 0. See, I'm adding the string here. Now when I have added the string, s dot lock of string 0. Instead of string 0, I'm using the normal 0. Okay. Whether normal 0 name is available? String 0 is no index name. What are the name you are asking? Na? That name is not available. Key error. Name is not there. Which name is there? String 0 name is there. Point is clear? With what index you have created, with that index only you have to call. In what way you have created. Because 0 can be int also possible, 0 with float is possible, 0 with string is possible. Which 0 you have created, how I can know? Sir, 0 it is not giving, miss. What 0? One of the student will send this, sir, it is not throwing the error, sir. What is error? 0 is not available, but I have created. Which 0 you have created? String 0 you have created. What you have called? Int 0 you have called. It will throw the error. Sir, okay, sir. Int 0 I will create. Now automatically it works. Whatever you have created, call with that. Write clearly in the notes like this. With what? Don't simply write the 0 on that. You add the quotes also. Write in the notes clearly the object. Then automatically you'll understand. Sir, in the flow, I have forgot this one. In the same flow, Python also forgot and given the error. There is no difference. How you are forgetting, Python is also forgetting. Okay, point is clear, guys. Next, coming to, for example, here you are having the same way. Two B's are there. S dot log of B. Which B? Normal B. Normal B. If I write normal B, what happens? It will throw the error that what is normal B. So here, did I create it with the normal B? No, it is quotes, inverted quotes. This is not inverted quote. This is inverted quotes, inverted quotes, inverted quotes. Now which B is available here? Inverted quotes B is available. Sir, for example, I have created B is equal to some separate variable called as 1. Separate variable. S dot log of B. What is this B? String B, variable B. Variable B. This variable will be filled with the 1 and you are going to get the output as 24. Point is clear. So first, this is a variable name. This variable name will be replaced with the 1 here. And you are going to get the output as 24. Sir, but B is this one, no, sir. Okay, then what B you have to ask? String B. Ask string B. 2 values you are going to get. Sir, but I want only 1 value. When both of them are having the same name, in this class, one of the student name is Pawan. If you call Pawan, which student will respond? Means both will respond. Then what you have to do? Sir, we have to ask their surname also. For example, his surname is Kumar. Both of them are surnames are also same. Pawan Kumar. Then what I have to do? If I call Pawan Kumar, both of them again will respond. But if I call with their Aadhaar card number, how they can respond? It is not possible now. So obviously then in that case, go with the index number, unique values index number, which is not possible of repetition. Sir, I want to call with the Pawan only, but only that student only has to get response, miss. Then that is not possible. Is the point is clear? Now, within the B, 2 people are there. Everyone is clear now? Difference between the lock versus iLock and everything. Next, I'm going to write based on the condition. So lock, iLock, slicing, multiple, and now finally left with the condition. In the NumPy also we have discussed the same 4 options. First one is single value. Second one is slicing operation. Third one is list of index number. Fourth one is based on the condition. Now, yes, greater than 20. What is meant by S greater than 20 means? For S, what is S first? Series. Series means for every value. For every value, it is greater than 20. Whether it is greater than 20, false. Greater than 20, false. True, 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 true. You are going to get the output like this. Sir, in the array also, I think we have done the same, no, sir? Yes, only difference is row. Here it is in the column. Yeah. So instead of row, you are going to get the output in the column. Now I want the within the S, wherever the value is greater than 20. Within the S, wherever the value. So I'm going to separate whichever the record satisfies the condition. Same as in the NumPy. Is the point is clear? What is the difference between both of them? In the NumPy versus Pandas series, NumPy 1D versus Pandas series means everything is same. For every value it will apply same logic as it is. The values it will show output as column wise. The values it will show as the row wise. That is the only difference. Remaining everything is as it is same. Points are clear, guys? Everyone is clear? Sir, we can use the positive index number. You can use the negative index number. Anything of your choice. Anyone has any questions? I want everyone to respond to this. Uh, yes. Suresh, I think it would be much clear if we assume Excel sheet. One column 1D, two columns 2D, three columns 3D, four columns 4D. No, that is not correct. One column 1D is correct. A combination of multiple columns, simply it is called as 2D only. Even it is 10 columns, 20 columns, 10,000 columns also 2D only. It is not 3D. Suresh, a combination of multiple 1Ds are called as 2D. It is 1D only now. Multiple 1Ds are there. How many 1Ds are there? Means 10 1Ds are there. 10 columns are there. 10, each column is called as 1D. 10 1Ds. 10 1Ds means it is called as only 2D. Multiple 2Ds should be there. To have the 3D, multiple 2Ds should be there. You'll understand in the future. Once we enter into that now, it is too early to discuss now itself the 2D and 3D everything. Right? Now coming to the data modification. So now I'm going to consider the S is equal to, one more time, let us take the same S. Why to change unnecessarily the S? Let us keep the S like this only. Okay, let me print the S same. I'm not going to take the new S because already this one is there, and let us continue with the same. Now in this S only, what are I'm having? Okay, now I want to replace the 23. What are the 23 is there? Can you see here before moving further? Let me cross check what are this one I have created here. B0 1. So my 0 is not the this one. 0 and 1 EFG. Done. Everything is correct now. Okay. Now let us continue with the same. Now first here my question is I want to replace. Let's start with the replace. Replace, add, delete. Total 3 options are there. First, I want to replace. What I want to replace? 23. With what you want to replace? 32. This is my requirement. Now, so in the dictionary, what we will do? In the list, what we will do? Within the list means L of 2 is equal to 32 we'll take. What are the index number is the corresponding index number? We'll take this one. In the dictionary, we will write the D of, what is the name? 0 is equal to 32. We'll write like this. Two options, one is list and one is dictionary. Same thing is available here. S dot ilog of 2. What are the 2 is there? Index number. Because I'm using the index number now. 2 is equal to 32. If I'm using the name, then what I have to write? Log of 0. Here it is. If you are confusing means better to write C and D. As I've told you A, B, C, D now, that would be the better option. Instead of, because if I take 0 and 2 means again some students might be confused. So for getting more clarity on this, here I'm going to consider this one as A, this one as C, and this one I'm considering as D. Okay. Now coming back to this. Now here I'm going to use the number 2. Now alphabet is what? What is the corresponding alphabet means? The alphabet is C. So I'm going to use the name as C is equal to 32. So one is by using the list logic, one is by using the dictionary logic. List logic you have to apply means iloc you have to do. Dictionary logic you have to apply means lock you have to use. Yes, C is 23. If you are extracting 23, replacing now that value, now 23 will be replaced with the 32. If you don't write equal to symbol, it will extract only 23. It is extract. After extract, right side, if you fill the new value, na, this value, what are the new value is there? 32. This 32 will go into the index portion of the C. So 32 will go into this position. This will be filled here. Understood? So see here, I'm writing the S dot ilog of 2 is equal to 32. Now that value was replaced. 32 was replaced. Similarly, S dot log of C also you can write. For example, I want to replace C instead of 32, I want to replace with some 72. I'm writing 72. Let's cross check. So 72. Okay. So if you want to replace with 32 means 32. If you want to replace 72 means 72. Whatever it is. Both the options. Okay. Replace single value completed. Now I want to replace the multiple values. Okay. Now here already I'm having the 72. This value now it is equal to 72. Now this is my latest yes. This is my latest yes where I'm having the 72. Now I want to replace the, this is A na? Okay, A. Now I want to replace this one with the 20. I want to replace this one also 20. This one also 20. What are the things you want to replace? Three values. First, before replacement, tell me how to extract those three values. Tell me how to extract. Tell me how to extract these three values. I want 15, 24, 37. How to extract these three? S dot ilock. Using ilock, you tell me. What I have to use in the ilock? Inside the ilock, any pattern is available? No pattern. Then what I have to use? List. In the list, what are the numbers I have to use? 0, 3, 4. It will extract. Now, if I write right side is equal to 20, it will replace. Up to here, it is extract. Whichever the values you want to replace, first extract them. After extracting them, fill with the new value. First extract them. Whatever you want. So here, I want in terms of s dot ilock, s dot ilock, inside the bracket, I'm using the list of 0, 3, 4. First, let me cross check whether I'm getting the 15, 24, 37. Yes, it is extracted. Now I want to replace three of them with the 20. Right side single value. If I want to replace with single value, single value. No, sir, I want to replace multiple values, miss. Then you have to write the multiple values. So now I'm going to write like this and print my S value. Now S value was replaced like this. These three of them are 20, replaced with the 20. Either you can use the lock or ilock. That is your individual choice. Now like this, it is getting replaced. Now next, after replacing, now again, now I want to replace this value, these two values. I want to replace not with the same value. This should be replaced with the some 59. It has to be replaced with the 60. This is our requirement. With the new separate value, not both with the same value, different values. First extract them. How to extract them? 19 and 20 first you have to extract. First extract the old values. How to extract the old values? S dot ilock of 1, 3, which is list. This is one way. What is the other way? By using the lock. Tell me other way. S dot lock of B, D. Now in this both the cases, you are extracting what? 19 and 20. Now what you want to fill with the new values. Right side you write the new values. New values are single value or multiple values? Multiple values. So automatically you have to write the each one, each position. 59, 60. Either this one or this one. Choice is yours. Either that or this. Automatically it will be replaced. That value will be replaced. Okay, sir, for example, let's take an example like this. Now I want to replace this one, and along with this one. These three of them. Three of them I want to replace, out of which this one has to be replaced with the 59. This one has to be replaced with 60. This one also with 60 only. Both of them with 60, that is with the 59. Now, S dot ilock, first extract them. Forget about the replace. What are the old values are there? First extract them. How to extract the old values? List of 1, 3, 4. First extract. You are going to get the 19, 20, 20. Now, three values you want to fill with the, but right side I'm having two values only now. But we cannot write the two values. Either we can write single value or number of index positions. How many are there here? That many we have to write. We cannot write the in between. So right side we have to write 59 comma 60 comma 60. Sir, what is the logic, sir? See, here a is equal to 1 comma 2. You can write or not? In a single variable, can you store the multiple values? Yes, because it is a tuple. By default, it will take the tuple. Now, if you take a is equal to b is equal to 1, is that possible? Possible. Now, a comma b is equal to 1 comma 2, possible? Possible. A comma b is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 is possible? Not possible. Or a comma b comma c is equal to 1 comma 2 is possible? Not possible. These three are possible, but this is not possible. This one is applied here. In this case, this is getting applied. How a comma first value will be assigned to first one, second one will be assigned to second one. That logic is getting applied here. Earlier, sir, you told earlier log of, for example, 1 comma 3 comma 4. Everything are replaced with the single value 20. In that case, which logic? This one. Because simple. In this case, whenever I'm using this logic, in the back end of this one, s of 0 with 59, comma, s of 3 with 60, comma, s of again 4 is equal to 60. So like this, it is going to replace their individual positions. When I'm using this logic now, it is applying like this. S of 1, what are the S of 1 is there? S of 1, comma, is equal to S of 1 instead of comma is equal to S of 3 is equal to S of 4 is equal to, everything is replaced with the 20. This is the logic in the backend. For this one, this in this way it is going to work. For this one, in this way it is going to work in the backend. Point is clear? So like this, we are having in the this. Now, whichever the values you want to replace, first extract the values. 10 values are 5 values are 4 values are not a problem. First extract. Okay, you are going to get the values. You want to replace with singular, multiple. Single means right side single number. Multiple means left side how many are there, right side that many should be there. Left side 4 values are there means right side also 4 should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4 is there means left side also 4 should be there. Left side 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, right side single means single is also not a problem. Either single or equal to number of positions. These are the two different ways. First extract, later replace. Is the points are clear? Next, how to add. For example, if I want to add, how to add? Okay, how to replace is okay. Now how to add? Everyone is clear, guys? Please try to fetch new file each and every class without using the existing file. Existing file only, then only we'll have the win the previous concept relation. If I go with the new files now, as what are you are searching new file in the next day's project work, what are the project we are going to do in the company? First day, what are the file we have executed? From that, if the same project we are continuing means, in that only we have to continue generally. One example only. If you want to consider one single example for all the cases, miss, I'll consider the single example. For all the cases, only single example. I mean, single yes. So here, what are the single yes we have created now? That one only, let us continue. Now, what is my yes? Let me write here the yes. Print yes value. I'll use the single example. For entire overall, I will use the single example only so that it will not have the any disturbance. One time I'm using one example means might be confused. So let us use the same example. Now I want to add the new value. Whichever the new value is there, I want to add. So to add a new value, we are going to use the s.log of and new name. I'm going to give the new name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is there. Na? I'm just adding the new name. H. And I'm writing the number is equal to some 50. Now what happens? Since it is not available, it will add. If it is already available, it will replace. If available means replace, if not available means add. Same logic of dictionary. If you remember the dictionary, in the dictionary, how to extract the value, how to replace the value. Okay, how to add the value. Now tell me guys, dictionary. This is a dictionary. A of 1, B of 2. Dictionary. Now, if I write D of B, what is the answer? If I write D of B is equal to 4, what is the answer? If I write D of C is equal to 20, what is the answer? For three of them, what is the answers? First, D of B, what is the answer? It is extracting. What it is extracting? In the B, whatever value is there. Output is 2. Now, for this one, what is the answer? The value it is going to replace here with the 4, like this. So the value will be replaced. This example for extracting the data. This example is replacing. Now in the third example, what happens? It is going to create the new C, and inside that it is going to add the value 20, add. Okay, same logic I'm using in the series also, s dot log. Only difference is log word I'm adding extra every time. If you take s dot log of b miss, you're going to get the 19. The output of this one is 19. If you use s dot log of b is equal to 20, means it will replace. If you use s dot log of new variable h, and if you write the new value, means it will add. Same logic of dictionary. In the dictionary, how to extract, how to replace, how to add, same thing will be applied. Only difference is lock word we are using extra. That lock word. Point is clear? Everyone understood? Yes. Now here, as we are having the s of h is equal to 50. Now I'm adding the 50. For example, if I'm writing the one more f only, which is already available, I'm writing the f with 55 means it will replace, it will not add, because it is already available. Since it is already available, it is going to replace that one. Okay, it is going in the same way. In the dictionary, how the logic works na same way. And as Leela is asking the question, okay, one question he is asking from the starting, only the same question he is asking. As the question is the index names. What are the index names are there na? Index names can be duplicated. Since it is duplicated, though it is duplicated also, we'll never use this one. First point is remove this. Why duplicates are allowed? Again, why to confuse? Generally, what is the purpose of index name is to extract this value. When this is duplicated, unnecessarily it will create the confusion. Instead of getting the clarity, confusion. Never the indexes should be duplicated generally. In the reality, whenever we create the data, or when in the reality, whatever the column we are going to select, for example, we get the one data set like this. Okay. In this one of the column, whichever the column is having all the unique values, each and every unique value, na, this will set as the index. Generally our index should be non-duplicated. That duplicate option only not available. Okay, though it is having also, we will not use. Generally it will not have any advantage. It's like a primary key. Exactly. Whoever knows the database na, they know primary key. So what are the primary key logic is that will be used as the index generally. In other words, in a simple words, who doesn't know about the database, for other people, just a column which has all unique values. A column which has all unique values. That column we will use all unique values, that column we will use for the index. Or simply, if you don't use any also, it will only take default 1, 2, 3, which is non-duplicated. No need to unnecessarily disturb that one. Unnecessarily don't create the duplicates. Unnecessarily don't use the duplicates. Unnecessarily don't extract the multiple values at a time. First, remove the option of index duplication. There is no use of index duplication. Indexes are used only for the extraction purpose. Other than extraction, there is no use of indexes. This index, whatever we are having, there is no other use. Only the use is to extract the value. Sir, I'm not going to extract the value. Then why to store? If you're not even extracting the value, then no need to even store also. Is the points are clear, guys? Now, coming to this. So if you want to add the single, we are going to add like this. If you want to add the multiple, you can add the multiple by writing the each of them. Now, so here s.log. Now I want to add the multiple values. So I'm going to take the list. In the list, I'm going to give the I, comma, j. Okay. And right side, I'm going to give the new values. What are the new values? Means 60, comma, 70. Right side. It is going to throw the error. So this logic is used to extract, but this logic is not used for the storing purpose. So then what we have to use means just we are going to use the s.log of I is equal to 60. And similarly, s.log of j is equal to 70. We can create the like this. And print yes. What are the s is there? Print yes. So we are going to add the values 60 and 70 in this way. Sir, I want in the single line. Then you take in the single line by using the comma, second variable. Right side, you write the 60, comma, 70. Automatically, first value will go to the first one. Second one will be setted with the second one. This is also fine. In the single line if you want. IJ? In the single list, we cannot take the both of them. Right? Now, let's discuss now how to add we have completed. How to add the single value completed. How to add the multiple values in the series also completed. How to replace single values completed. How to replace the multiple values also completed. Now let us focus on the how to remove single value, how to remove the multiple values. Now to remove the single value, we are going to use the s.drop. Drop. And what are the index name you want to remove? Write the index name. What are the index name is there? Write that index name so that it will remove that one. You have to take the list of index names. Single or multiple also, we have to use the list only. That is the syntax. S.drop is function. A drop is the function. Inside the function, the keyword. What is the keyword we are going to use? Index is equal to single or multiple. For both of them, you have to use the list only. Single also list only, multiple also list only inside this. So for example, I want to remove the j, single j. So I'm going to write the j. So j is removed. I'm removing the j. So for example, I want to remove the I and j, both of them. Now, of course, already j was removed now. Now I want to remove balance. For example, I want to remove the b, I want to remove the e, and I want to remove the I, something like this. Okay, so take the multiple index names. What are the index names you want to remove? For example, I want to remove h. At the same time, I want to remove the I, both of them. I'm writing both of them. So both of them are deleted. Single means single, multiple means multiple. You can remove like this by using the drop. The method name is called as drop. S.drop. S means series. The variable name. It is not fixed every time S only. The variable name. What are the variable name is there? Can we remove by using the index number miss? No, we cannot remove by using the index number. We have to use the name. What are the name is there? That here, because we are writing clearly the index, the word index we are using. Index means automatically the index names. By default, it is index names. Is the point is clear? If there are two i's are there, Shiva is asking the question, if there are two i's are there, something like this, both of them will be removed at a time. Get out pawan means how many pawans are there? Every pawan has to get out only. Okay, simple. Unless you focus the single values particularly. If you know that single value name is different only, if you ask pawan means one pawan is responding means one pawan will go. When you ask pawan, three pawans are responding means three pawans will extract, three pawans will go. How many of them are getting extracted? That money has to leave. Is the point is clear? Which one? In the drop session? Yes. Numbers are not possible. Now coming back to the next example. Now what are the balance we are having? Now operations. Lastly, operations. So as we have discussed, the first concept is create. After creating, I have told you using the list, using 1D, using the dictionary. Second, I have told you the extraction, how to extract the data. Third one, I have told you how to manipulate the data. Okay. So next one. So in the database also, same thing we call it as, first one is called as DDL. DDL means data definition language. What is define means creating. Define means basically creating. The second word related to create. Second, we are having the DQL, where Q stands for extracting the data. Data query language, which is basically used to extract the data. Next, DML, where M stands for manipulation. In the manipulation, we are going to add the data, remove the data, and replace the data. So these are the three things which we do in the database also, majorly. Okay. So in the data query language, extracting can be done based on the some requirement or based on the condition. So as I've told you, you can extract based on the index number and index name, but most importantly, extraction will be done based on the condition. So we are going to write the condition as I've told you now, S of. Inside that, we are going to write some condition based on the comparison operators or logical operators or something. And from that, we are going to extract the data majorly. Now coming to the operations. Now what are the S is there? Let me print my S first. This is my S. Now first I'm going to do the S plus 1. What is S plus 1 means? Automatically for every value of S, 1 will be added. That is 21, 20 like this for every value. Same as array. If you do S minus 1, for every value of S, 1 will be subtracted. If you multiply into 2, so every value of S will be multiplied into the 2 times. 20 into 2, 19 into 2, like this. Yes, divide by 2 means every value will be divided by the 2. Similarly, yes, floor division. What are the floor division by 2? Automatically, everything is going to give the coefficient value. If you ask modulo, it will give the remainder. When it is divided with the 2, what is the remainder? So all the arithmetic operations, what are the arithmetic symbols are there, everything will be applied. And at the same time, power, S to the power of 2 means everything will be squared. What are the values are there? Every value will be squared. That is 20 square is 400, 19 square is 361, like that. Okay, for every value. So all the arithmetic operations can be applied. So I have shown you arithmetic operations. Now similarly, comparison operations. Yes, greater than 25. So it will apply the all the comparison operations. That is for every value greater than 25. False, false, true, false, false, true, true. You are going to get like this. So if you do the comparison operations, yes, greater than 25. Yes, less than 25. 25 means it will observe. what are the every value it will take. Similarly, S equal to 25. Single equal to means assignment operator. We cannot use the single equal to, double equal to. Double equal to is comparison operator. So every value is equal to 25, it will check. So it is going to give the false. S value is not equal to 25. True. Same way, now comparison operators we have completed. Same way, logical operations. That is, S is greater than 20 at the same time, and S is less than 40. Both the conditions has to be satisfied. Now, which of the values satisfies both the values? S is greater than 20, S should be less than 50. Let me write like this. Since I'm having the two conditions now, first condition I'm writing in the parenthesis, second condition also I'm writing in the parenthesis. Both. That is, for every value, it will check the both the conditions. So S is greater than 20, false, less than 50, true, false and true, false. So it is going to give the first one as false. Second one as false, third one as false, fourth one as false, fifth one false. This value satisfies both the condition true and true. So like this, you are going to apply all the arithmetic operations, comparison operations, and logical operations. Now, if I write here or, if I am writing the condition or, either it should be greater than 20 or it should be less than 50. Every value will be satisfying that one. It is less than 50 now. Less than 50. It is more than 20. Less than 50, less than 50, less than 50, less than. At least one of them satisfies also. It will give the output as true only, right? So operation or. Now S is greater than 20. Now not, I have to add the not. So I'm adding the not symbol. What is this not miss? Not, first it will calculate from here to here. What is the output? False. For false, not will be added. Not false is called as what? True. So here, what are the output you are having? False, false, true, false, false, true, true. Exactly opposite you are going to get. Not will add the opposite to that. For this, opposite to this is not. Your name is Shiva. Yes. Your name is not Shiva. No. Opposite to that now. Not means just opposite. Is the points are clear? Logical operators, arithmetic operators, comparison operators. Every operator we can apply. At the same time, when you want to add the two series, series 1 and series 2, both of them are in the series. So I'm going to take the S1 is equal to TD dot series of 10, 20, 30. This is my S1 series. Print S1. 10, 20, 30. Now at the same time, I'm going to take the S2. S2 is equal to 40, 50, 60. Something I'm writing like this. Now S1 plus S2. S1 plus S2 means for every value of S1, for every value of S2 has to be added. Now, for example, in the S2, if you have extra one value also like this. So now in the what are the S1 is there? S1 3 values are there, but S2 is of having the 4 values. What are the 4 values are there? S2 consists of 4 values. S1 consists of 3 values. S2 consists of 4 values. Now, when you are asking to do the summation, it is going to do the for the fourth one as none. It is not going to throw the error like array. It will say that value is not available. I cannot do the addition none. None means not available. Means in one of them, one value is not available. In the arrays, it will not accept. But here it will accept. For example, in the Excel sheet, okay, you are having the internal one, internal test 1, internal test 2. 2 internal tests you have taken. And I have to do the summation of these two. First test you got 80, second test you got 70, second 90 and 100, 70, 45. Here you have missed, means absent basically. Absent means missing value. Here value is not available, but here you got the 55 something. Now if I combine both of them, 150, this is 190 and this is 115 and this is 55. You are going to get the like this. So instead of considering this one as the this one, it will directly consider this one as the 0 and it will do that basically. Okay. Everyone is clear? Yes. If you are having even one value also, same logic will be applied. Okay. In this case, we do the addition. If missing is, then considered as 0. Right? So when we remove the index in the middle, the numbers will be rearranged? No. For example, if you are having the A of 12 in the dictionary, let us take the dictionary. In the dictionary, you are having the name is A. Okay. Name is B, 14. Name is C, 20. Name is D, 40. If you remove the C, what happens? D will be D only now. Names will be as is. Names will not be changed, but index numbers will be changed. When you are having the C with the 20 here, index numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -4. But whenever you have removed this one, name will be removed. Automatically index numbers will be rearranged. That is 2, -1, -2, -3. Index numbers will be rearranged. Numbers will change, but name will be as it is. Name will not change. Numbers, according to the values, the numbers will be reassigned every time. Yes, you can even check with the ID. Siva, is your question is clear? Siva? When you're removing the index in the middle, the numbers will rearrange, miss? Yes, index numbers will rearrange. Names will not get rearranged. Next, Ritesh. In this case, okay, Ritesh, my mistake there. Instead of printing S1, I have, sorry, instead of printing S2, I have printed S1. In that case, do we do the addition if the missing then consider 0? Exactly. Points are clear, guys? Everyone understood? Now, all these are part of the pandas. Whatever we have discussed, the ilock and every lock, ilock, everything are the part of the pandas. Now, that logic is not applied in the array because that ilock function will be available only in the pandas. Right? Anyone? Any questions till now with the 1D series? Anyone has any questions of 1D series? In task, we'll discuss later. Anyone? Now, S of A is equal to 32. It is going to, it's updating without using the lock in my series. Yes, Masoor, when you are not using the lock, by default, it will apply directly. You cannot, without using the lock also, we can do. That option is also available. Not only in your laptop, where it is common. Okay. So for lock, we no need to use even that. Lock also, we don't no need to use. But for iLock, it is compulsory, mandatory. For lock, it is not compulsory. But basically, it works with the lock. Done? Now let us enter into the 2D. Now this is most important. Why? Because in the reality, we will get the 2D data. Sir, when we get the 2D data, why you have explained that 1D for us from last 2 days, miss? As I've told you now, to understand 2D, 1D is compulsory. To understand 3D, 2D is compulsory. Right? Every time remember, from my perspective, always whatever is required for that base will be there, something. That base I'll explain later only, I will explain the original concept. Okay. At the same time, if you want to work, then automatically we have to use the 1D also. 1D and 2D, both will be used in the reality. Only 1D will not be used, only 2D will not be used. Both. Now, coming to the 2D. Now, 2D we are having in the pandas. We are also having the 2D in the array. 2D array is also available. So 2D pandas is there, 2D arrays is there. Both of them are available. Okay. Now, what is meant by 2D? 2D means a combination of multiple 1Ds. So first, I will explain the NumPy. After completing the NumPy, I will go into the pandas because logic will remain same. Okay. Now, basically 2D For 1D, which one we are going to use, miss? For 1D, we'll use the NumPy. At the same time, we'll use the series also. If you want to work with the row wise, NumPy we will use. If you want to work with the column, series we'll use. So both of them will use. But when it comes to the 2D, purely we are going to use the pandas only. NumPy will not use for the 2D generally. Not required, basically. But to understand the basics, that is the reason just I'm going to give for you the basic overview for next 15 minutes. But basically for 2D, we'll use the exclusively pandas only. Why, sir, miss? See, reason I'll tell you clearly. Later you can understand why, miss. So first 1D array. 1D array means row. Okay, if I open one Excel sheet, then it will be more clarity for you. Let me try to open one Excel sheet here. Some values. Okay. So now I'm having the data here. Something data is available here. Now, what are the data I'm having? So here, this entire column is called as series. This column is called as series. This column is called as series individually. This is one series, one series, one series, separately, each of them. By combining the three columns, it is called as data frame. Now, it is called as 1D array. This is called as 1D array. This is called as 1D array. Each one row is called as 1D array. A combination of multiple rows is called as 2D array. Point is clear? Now, when first 1D array, this is called as what? From here to here, if I copy, what is this is called as 1D array. If I copy like this, from here to here, if I copy, what is this is called as? It is called as series. From here to here, just I'm trying to copy. Okay, this is series. This is called as 1D array. This is called as 1D series. Now, if I copy like this, from here to here, if I copy and paste like this. Now, what is this is called as? If you see from the rows point of view, it is called as 2D. If you see from the column point of view, it is also 2D only. There will be no difference. But here 1D series versus 1D array, lot of difference is there. But in the 2D, zero difference. Because if you combine two rows also, it is called as 2D. If you combine the two columns also, it is called as 2D only. If you see from the row point of view, I have combined two rows, I have combined two columns. You tell me now, I have combined two rows or I have combined two columns. If I take separately single row, if I take this row separately, okay, if I take this row separately, this is 1D, this is 1D, 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 2D. Okay, one more row, that is also 1D only, multiple 1Ds now. Multiple 1Ds is called as 2D. 1D only now. Though if I take this row also, it is called as still 1D only. Now I am combining three 1Ds. 1Ds are combined. Multiple 1Ds are called as 2D. Now if I combine like this one, if I combine this first row and I copied, second row, I'm copying and I'm pasting here. So what is this called as? It's a 2D. Why 2D? Because two rows are there. Now I'm copying this one. For 1D series I have copied. Series, again series, again series. So now what is this is called as? This is also 2D. Now this is also 2D, this is also 2D. There will be no difference. Point is clear now? So why we'll use 2D pandas only? This is the reason. Sir, okay, 2D means okay. Now my question is, this is 2D. Yes, you told multiple 1Ds are called as 2D. Okay. Now this is called as from here to here, it is called as 2D. Okay, by combining the multiple rows or multiple columns, 2D. Sir, for example, if you are having these two not there, then it is series with a single column. Sir, multiple rows are there, no, sir. Multiple rows of single column only, na. Column is single only. Multiple rows might be available. Column is single only, na. Single column is always called as series. Now, sir, you are having like this. This is 2D. Okay. One more 2D. One more 2D separately, not here. It is in the some other table. Here it is there. One more 2D, somewhere it is there. Like that, multiple 2Ds are there. Now, if you combine the multiple 2Ds into one miss, it is called as 3D. Point is clear, everyone? The best example of 3D is your Rubik's Cube. Most of you are familiar with the Rubik's Cube. In the Rubik's Cube, what are the color you are going to see in the front side? 3 by 3. What are the color? Left side, again 3 by 3. Separately. You see this one separately. You see top separately. Like this, you see each of them separately. Each one is 2D. By combining all of them, it is called as 3D. It is a 3D. 3D. Is the point is clear, guys? Understood? Now, so in the arrays also, we are going to do in the same way. What are the arrays we are having? Okay. So in the array, if I take this one, it is called as 1D. Now dimension is 1, shape is also 3 comma. Up to here already we have completed. Now how to create the 2D? As I've told you, 2D means it's a combination of multiple 1Ds. First I'll take the first 1D. This is my 1D. 1D means one row completed. Now I want the second row. So take separately second one, comma, take second one. 4, 5, 6. This is my second row. Okay. Now take one more. Third row. 7, 8, 9. This is my third row. Third row. Now, three of them are individual. This is 1D, this is 1D, this is 1D. Now you have to, what I told you, 2D means combination of multiple 1Ds. You have to combine them. You have to combine means take a list like this. Combine them into one now. It is combined. Point is clear? Without writing this one, sir, this is not there, sir. This is 1D, 1D, 1D. It is not 2D. 2D means a set of multiple 1Ds combined. Combined one is called as 1D, 2D. Okay. Now, if you take this one and convert as array, np.array, automatically it is going to be converted as 2D. And if I store this one in the a is equal to, and if I print a, you are going to get the a like this. It is a 2D. 2D array. Sir, 3 by 3 only, 3 by 3, 100 by 100, whatever it is. No restriction on the rows, no restriction on the columns. Okay. Now, it is similar kind of matrix. Exactly. It is similar kind of matrix. Generally for mathematical matrices purpose, they have created the NumPy. That is the main advantage of NumPy. Condition is multiple 1Ds can be converted to 2D only when the shape of each 1D is same. What are the shape of 1D is 3 comma. What is the shape of this one? 3 comma. What is the shape of this one? 3 comma. If all the 1D shape are same only, it can be converted. For example, in the second one, shape is different. It will throw the error. Whenever, so for example, see here, in the second 1D, I'm having the shape of different. It is saying that one of them are having the inhomogeneous, means shapes are different. So you should have the same shapes, everything. Then only it can be converted to 2D. Otherwise, it cannot be converted to 2D. That is the condition. Every 1D should have the same shape. Every 1D. How many 1Ds are there? Every 1D should have the same shape. Then it will be converted. Sir, for example, let's take like this. 1, 4. What is this called as? 1D or 2D? 1 and 4. Two values. I want everyone respond, guys. 1, 4. What is this? 1D or 2D? 1D. 5, 9. 1D or 2D? 1D. Okay. 2D. Completed. 5, 6, 7. What is this? Again 1D. 10, 12. What is this? If I combine, what is this? If I combine these 2, what is this? multiple 2Ds combined into one 3D. Point is clear? Like that, now you can combine that. Multiple 3Ds also, one bracket, 4D. Multiple 4Ds, again one bracket close. If you don't close this one, if you don't close, two 2Ds. This is 2D separate, this is 2D separate. Separate two 2Ds. If you have to combine, miss, bracket has to be closed. 3D. Multiple, if you create one 3D, similarly multiple 3Ds. Everyone is clear now? Observe clearly. Same example, let me create here. First, where I have started? Starting with the this one only, na? Single. Separately I have started. If you remember, I have started from here. 1, 4. What is called as 1D, 2, 8. What is this is called as 1D. Now tell me guys, both 2D, now it's a 2D, 1D. 1D only. Two 1Ds are there. 2D is not there. When it will be called as 2D, miss, you have to combine. Combine them. Without combining, it is not called as 2D. Now it is 2D. Combine. Okay. Now this is 2D. NP dot array of. Okay. Now if you see A is equal to, and my print A 2D. Okay. 2D completed. Now let me ask ndim. What is ndim? Ndim is 2-dimensional. Now let me ask, what is the shape? As I have told you, shape of 2D. How the shape of 2D will be there? What is the starting? Number of 1Ds. How many number of 1Ds are there here? 2 1Ds. The first row is first 1D. Second row is second 1D. In each row, how many values are there? 2 values are there. So what is the shape of this one? 2, 2. Literally, we call it as number of rows, number of columns. But basically, it is not number of rows into number of columns. It is number of 1Ds, in each 1D, how many values? In other words, we call it as rows, columns. That is another word for us, easy understanding. Only for our easy understanding. Everyone is clear? Now, let's try with the 3D also. In the same way, let us try for the 3D. While coding in one cell, observe the orange color will come at the left side if the, that is your choice, Morley, in what way you want to observe. Okay. Now, next, see, one more. And again, I'm writing 1, 4. 1, 4 is called as 1D, comma. Second 1D, 2, 8. This is also 1D, comma. These both of them are this one, 2D, comma, separated. Up to here, separated. Now, 5, 9. 5, 9. What is this D? Which D this one? 5, 9 is, what is the D? It is 1D. Exactly, correct. Next, 10, 11. What is this D? This is also 1D only. 1, 11. So, now you have to combine. Which two you have to combine? This one to this one, and this one to this one. Everything you are going to combine. First, you are going to combine this one. Sir, directly if I combine like this, what happens, sir? If I combine from here to here, one 2D, one 1D, one 1D. It is going to throw the error. A combination of multiple 2Ds should be there. So this is not 2D now. First convert this one to 2D. What is this 2D? How to convert this one to 2D? This one also we are going to write here bracket like this. Now this is also converted to 2D. Up to here, okay? Now this is 2D. This is also 2D. Two 2Ds are there. Now two 2Ds you have to combine into one. Then what you have to use? One more bracket outside to one more bracket right side. Now Finally, it is 3D. Now this 3D np dot array of bracket. See, one 2D here, one 2D here. I'm writing a is equal to and print a. One 2D separately you got. This is one 2D. From here to here 2D. From here to here it is 2D. Finally, by combine the bracket 3D. Now, if you ask a dot ndim, what is the dimension? It is a 3-dimension, 3D. Now, what is the shape of this one? As I've told you, shape. What is the first number indicates? Number of 2Ds. How many number of 2Ds are there here? Two 2Ds are there. This is first one. This is second one. Two 2Ds are there. Each 2D, what is the shape? 2 by 2, each one. First two 2Ds are there. Each of them of 2 by 2. So what is the shape means? 2, 2, 2. This is the output. Done, everyone. What is this first number indicates? Number of 2Ds. What is the second one indicates? Shape of the each 2D. Sir, for example, let me add one more 2D. Okay, let us add one more 2D. How to add one more 2D? As we know, we are going to add like this. That is 10, 11 or 9, 12. Okay, this is 1D and second one is 14, 15. This is also one more D. Now you are having the, how many 2Ds are there overall? First tell me what is the dimension of this? If I execute this one, what is the dimension? 3-dimension, because multiple 2Ds. Now tell me the shape. How many 2Ds are there first? 3. Each 2D shape, what is the each 2D shape? 2, 2. Every 2D shape is 2, 2. So you are going to get the, okay. Is the point is clear now? How the shape works? Everyone understood? Every 2D should be the same shape. Then only it will be converted to 3D. Otherwise it will throw the error. Now 4D, 5D, 10D also it is okay now. To create the 4D, how to create the 4D? Two 3Ds should be there. One 3D of this one 3D of that one. By combining both of them, 4D you will get. Not two, multiple. Multiple 3Ds combination is 4D. Multiple combination of 4Ds is 5D. Multiple. It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, whatever it is. Everyone is clear, guys? And from here, we'll continue in the tomorrow's class. And next class is on Monday. Tomorrow, you are not having any class. Next class is on Monday. Okay, please practice whatever we are discussing in the class. Everything, please practice. Monday, we'll discuss. Yeah, guys, some of the students are asking about the ML. Na? As I've told you earlier also, one more time I'm repeating. After completing the pandas, data cleaning and data transformation, I have to explain. After that one only, by next week, wait, I will explain the ML. I will explain the ML. Okay, no need to worry. We will discuss the ML also. Okay, and everything will be completed on time. You no need to worry about everything and no need to ask for multiple times. Automatically it will come. Right? Yes. So Monday's topic would be 2D. So we are going to complete the 2D on the Monday. And Tuesday, we will see how to load the data from the Excel sheet into the Python. The entire Excel sheet into the Python and how to do the data cleaning. Okay, we'll start that one. In the next week, everything will be completed for you. Pandas will be pandas, data cleaning, data conversions, everything will be completed. Basically, tomorrow, my other batch, what are the other batch is there? Na? That other batch at 4 o'clock, there is a batch. That batch will be continued for 4 hours tomorrow. Okay, one lengthy topic is there, and that lengthy topic we want to discuss, and that will be continued tomorrow for us, for my one of the batch. So there I'm going to explain for them one project, end-to-end project, extracting the data from the SQL, cleaning the data in the Python, and visualizing the data in the Tableau. So it's a combination of SQL plus Python plus Tableau. It's a project. So that project will take to explain only approximately 2.5 hours to 3 hours. And they have to understand each and every step slowly. So that is the reason why it will take so much of time. You guys cannot attend. That is data analytics, related to data analytics. Okay, since this is a lengthy project, it will take somewhat more time. Okay, for you guys, I'm going to share the task related to series. You can work on that. Right, guys? Done.